quality matters more than quantity. And I'll give an example and then we'll go back to a formula that we kind of talked about earlier. So it comes up, I think, innocently with good intention of, why don't we just use ChatGPT? Why don't we just use it for SEO? Why don't we just use it for social? And I've talked to a very well-respected CMO we've all heard of who asked this question genuinely, like, should I be thinking of this for my SEO team? He's getting SEO started or ramped up. And I said, if you use ChatGPT for your SEO strategy, you are basically investing in bad first impressions at scale. So would you rather have, just an example, 10 people meet you, like you, know you, trust you, or 1,000 people hit your website for 20 seconds, get an answer, and then bounce off and probably never want to go back? And so that's kind of an example I share, which is, oh, that's kind of a different way to think about it. So to the quality aspect, it's quality. I'm maniacal. I am maniacal. If you are on my team and I'm your editor, you don't love me for 3 months. I'll be honest. You don't love me because it's heavy-handed. But I coach a lot and I explain the why behind it. It's not Devin Reed's tone and you need to be more like me. I'm scaling myself. It's like, look, I'm putting myself in the reader's shoes. I'm understanding the point A to point B that we're trying to get this person to. And I've done enough behavioral psychology reading from things like influence and the basic stuff, nothing crazy, to just understand triggers, like what's going to compel someone to act, what's going to capture attention, right? So I've done a lot of the studying on this stuff. I've done a lot of the practice. And so what it's kind of boiled down to is a 3-part formula for all content. If you want it to be quality, whatever you define that as, which we will, or valuable, it needs to be actionable, relevant, and insightful. So I can break that down if you want, Carl, but that's kind of just like everything has to at least hit on that. One of those 3 notes. Social posts can be one of those 3 because you don't have a lot of real estate all the time. But those are the 3 things I focus on. And then I start to scale up. Right. So I want to do one really great thing a week or a month. And then when we get it down to like an B+, A-, then we can add more. Because as you know, as you start to add scale, then the quality has to go down because you don't have the bandwidth or the expertise.